In the bustling town of Zaria, Northern Nigeria, Ibrahim and Musa had been inseparable since childhood. Everyone in their neighborhood knew them as the two inseparables, always sharing stories, laughter, and the small mischiefs of youth. Ibrahim was kind and trusting, always seeing the good in people, while Musa, clever and ambitious, often sought shortcuts to wealth and influence. Their friendship was admired, but some villagers whispered that Musa's ambitions sometimes overshadowed his honesty. One dry December afternoon, Musa approached Ibrahim with a wide grin, holding a small bundle wrapped in red cloth. "Ibrahim, my brother," he said, "I have discovered a charm that will bring us wealth and good fortune. It's harmless, I promise. All I need is your help to prepare it." Ibrahim hesitated for a moment, feeling a strange unease, but the trust he had in Musa outweighed his doubts. "If you say it's harmless, then I will help," he replied, his curiosity tinged with excitement. Musa's eyes gleamed as he revealed the ritual. A simple mixture of herbs, cowrie shells, and whispered words under the new moon. Ibrahim did not know that Musa had a hidden plan, one that would turn the charm into a weapon designed to harm the very friend he was helping. That night, as the new moon rose over Zaria, Ibrahim and Musa prepared the charm beside the small clay shrine near the river. Ibrahim repeated the chants Musa instructed, feeling a thrill of hope and anticipation. Musa, however, muttered secret words under his breath, words that would slowly twist fortune into misfortune. Ibrahim, trusting his friend completely, felt nothing but pride in helping create the charm. He had no idea that the events of the coming days would shatter his sense of trust and force him to confront the danger hidden behind friendship. The following morning, Ibrahim woke feeling strangely weak. A dull ache spread through his chest, and his head throbbed as if a storm raged inside. He tried to rise and work in his father's shop, but his limbs refused to obey. When he saw Musa later that day, his friend wore the same cheerful smile, oblivious or perhaps indifferent to Ibrahim's suffering. "You must be imagining it," Musa said casually. "The charm's energy sometimes unsettles the body at first. Don't worry, it will pass." Over the next week, Ibrahim's condition worsened. He developed a fever that refused to break and night terrors that left him drenched in sweat. Concerned neighbors whispered among themselves, noticing how pale and frail Ibrahim had become. Musa feigned concern, offering him teas and remedies, all the while secretly watching his friend weaken. One night, Ibrahim's mother, worried by her son's worsening state, sent for the village herbalist, Mallam Danjuma, a wise man known for his ability to detect hidden malevolence. When Mallam Danjuma arrived, he observed Ibrahim carefully, reading the lines on his face and feeling the chill in his hands. After a series of prayers and examinations, he shook his head gravely. "This is no ordinary illness," he said. "Someone close to you has turned what was meant to help you into a source of harm. It is a charm corrupted with evil intent." Ibrahim's heart sank. His mind raced to Musa, recalling the way he had insisted on preparing the charm alone in secret. Betrayal pierced him deeply, leaving a bitter taste of disbelief and hurt. How could a friend he trusted so completely plan his downfall? Ibrahim's mother and Mallam Danjuma arranged a meeting with Musa, summoning him to Ibrahim's home under the pretense of explaining the charm. Musa arrived, smiling and confident, unaware that his deceit was already uncovered. As Mallam Danjuma began chanting protective prayers around Ibrahim, the herbalist's eyes narrowed, and he said firmly, "Musa, the words you whispered over the charm were not of wealth, but of harm. Tell us why." Musa's expression faltered for a brief moment, but he quickly masked it with bravado. "I only wanted to test the charm," he said, trying to laugh it off. "I never meant real harm. It was just a game." Ibrahim's voice shook with a mix of anger and sorrow. "A game?" he exclaimed. "You turned my trust into poison. I believed in you, Musa, and you betrayed me." The villagers who had gathered murmured in disapproval, their eyes sharp and judging. Seeing that Musa's charm had begun to lose its power due to Mallam Danjuma's counterspells, Ibrahim felt both relief and sadness. Relief that he would survive, and sadness that someone he loved could harbor such deceit. The herbalist gave Musa a stern warning. Friendship is sacred. Betray it, and even wealth becomes worthless. Let this lesson remain in your heart. Musa lowered his gaze, realizing that his ambition had cost him the trust of a lifelong friend. Ibrahim, though hurt, began the slow process of forgiving, understanding that betrayal sometimes reveals truths necessary for growth. Under the care of Mallam Danjuma, Ibrahim slowly regained his strength. The fever and weakness that had plagued him dissipated, leaving only a lingering memory of fear and mistrust. Ibrahim spent his days reflecting on the events, realizing that his blind trust had blinded him to warning signs. He recalled the fleeting unease he had felt when Musa first proposed the charm and understood that instinct is a guide meant to be respected. The villagers rallied around Ibrahim, offering support and reassurance. Children who had once admired the inseparable friends now learned a cautionary tale. Wealth is meaningless if gained through deceit, and even the closest companions can conceal danger. Ibrahim, wiser than before, shared his experience with others, emphasizing the importance of discernment. Trust is a gift, he told them, but it must be given with care. Not every smile hides kindness. Musa, humiliated and regretful, attempted to make amends, offering apologies and pledges of honesty. Ibrahim listened but knew that forgiveness did not erase the lesson. Some bonds, once broken, require time and caution to rebuild. As December's dry winds swept across Zaria, Ibrahim felt the chill of betrayal mixed with the warmth of newfound wisdom. He had survived not only a physical curse but also the emotional sting of deceit, emerging stronger and more perceptive than before. By the following year, Ibrahim had returned to his normal life, working diligently in his father's shop and helping his neighbors with wisdom earned through hardship. Musa had been relegated to a quieter life, reflecting on the consequences of his ambition and deceit. The story of the cursed charm spread through Zaria, becoming a cautionary tale for youth about the danger of blind trust and the need for vigilance, even among friends. Ibrahim often sat under the baobab tree near the river, recalling the night the charm was prepared, the fever that shook his body, and the revelation that changed his understanding of friendship. He realized that true wisdom came not only from survival, but also from learning to trust instincts, question intentions, and value honesty above convenience. The village children would gather around, listening eagerly as Ibrahim shared his story, their eyes wide with awe. The moral of Ibrahim's ordeal endured through generations. Friends may tempt you with easy paths, but never abandon your own wisdom. Betrayal can come from the closest heart, and only by trusting your instincts can you navigate the storms of life. December in Zaria became a reminder of caution, reflection, and the resilience required to face both visible and hidden dangers. Ibrahim had survived, and in doing so, he became a beacon of prudence, courage, and the enduring truth that some lessons, though painful, shape the strongest hearts.